Good afternoon. In this video, I want to briefly look at the issue of the Christian's responsibility to the nation he lives in. And as I told you, the whole Denlinger cult are unthankful. The last days, so from 2 Timothy 3 talks about men being unthankful, traitors. And that's what we got a bunch of this little group here. When you listen to these guys, there's nothing but hate that comes out of these guys. They hate everything. They hate everything. Old Brian Denlinger's out there talking about his freedoms. He didn't pay for those freedoms. Someone else paid for his freedom, just like someone else is paying for his rent. He's a freeloader. He has no job, and he's talking about being in isolation. He's already quarantined himself from the world. Self-quarantine. He's hiding out. You're not supposed to be hiding out from the world, be a hermit. That's where the monks all came from, hiding out. But I told you, these guys are all haters of the good, haters of the country, haters of everything that's normal in life. Here's young faithful servants of Christ replied, Edward PF123, my nation is not on earth. I couldn't care less what happens to America or Canada. My home is in heaven. So when you hear these guys complaining about this or that, you know, they lost this freedom, that freedom. None of these guys would do anything to preserve the freedoms of their nation. They're parasites. They're living off of the freedom some other people bought for them. That's what these guys are. He's got another comment. Faithful servants of Christ commented, Trump is a wicked, fornicating, sodomite promoter. He is also Jesuit controlled, and you support Trump. Trump is the most pro-Israel president we've had, most pro-life president we've ever had. They love Trump over in Israel. See how they ignore what they want to ignore? He's been appointing pro-life judges. We need one more in the Supreme Court. We can overturn the abortion. Oh, they're anti-abortion. How do you think you can overturn it? Faithful servants of Christ commented, you keep proving to me that you are a political tool for the Vatican. Trump is a wicked, fornicating, sodomite promoter, no saved Christian with the Holy Spirit. If I can get the whole thing up here before. Would support Trump. No, you support Hillary Clinton, who wants to kill babies as they come out of the womb, who hates Israel. That's who you support. Oh, it doesn't matter who gets elected. But they all claim to be pro-Israel. You remember Brian Denlinger always talking about being pro-Israel? They're not pro-Israel. If you allow Hillary Clinton to be elected, she was for the Palestinians. She is for abortions as the baby's coming out of the womb. And even afterward, infanticide. This is the level of thinking these people have. They live in free countries, but they haven't earned that freedom. They're unthankful, and they're traitors. And the evil and the stupidity just oozes out of them. They worry about Trump being a sodomite thing, or Vatican. Oh yeah, well, how's it come he's the most pro-Israel? How come he's the only president that put our embassy back where it should be in the Jerusalem? Despite all the opposition. Why is he appointing pro-life judges? Nah, just ignore all that. Just ignore all that. Just so they can hate. Oh, he's living in heaven, people. See, he's not concerned about the freedoms of the United States or Canada. He's not concerned about that. He's above all that. He's so spiritual. But the freedoms that he's complaining about now, like Brian Denlinger is losing, that he doesn't have a job where he can live off other people. He's living off the freedoms that other people had, that they gave him on battlefields. Little punk kid. All of them are punks. They're not willing to serve, not willing to defend their country, not willing to go out in the front line, not willing to do anything to protect other people, to help other people. All they do is sit around, talk about how spiritual they are. We're living in heaven. These are the monks. So I don't want to hear anything from these guys talking about their freedom. That's what Buckman was the same way. Although he did serve in the military, in the army, he had the same attitude. He was telling us for 50 years how the country was going to be put into concentration camps. Nobody was ever good enough for Trump, for Buckman. So I'll stop, put this up. Amen. Thank you.